guys, welcome to our 11th episode of Digilize Lab podcast. There was just a pop-up, put that away, and we're all in a sunny place right now, right? You guys are in Germany, I'm still here in Haarlem, but in both places nice weather.
Episode.
Yes, greetings from Hamburg, as I like to say. Friends,
nice
it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful weather.
It is.
People are happy.
And
we're happy.
I always compare it's basically the German Amsterdam or not, with all of the canals, the rivers or whatever it's called, you know. Yeah.
True.
Fair enough.
Steile These, but probably. Yeah, let's get right into it. One thing I came across this week, I mean, there's so much to talk about. Again, with like the Google event and everything else, so I think we got lots to chat about. But one thing I came across was the Emergent World Experiment. Do you guys hear about it?
Mm-mm.
It's
Emergent by the company Emergent?
Yeah,
or?
the AI lab,
Yeah,
yes.
Ah, okay.
Super interesting.
What did they do?
They built a experiment called Emergent World. 5 towns, same rules, different models. Rings a bell?
Rings a
In a
bell.
way, yeah.
I saw a tweet, I think, with the different models, right? Yeah.
Yes, so maybe just to get everyone in New York, it's like a New York startup, Emergent AI, as you already said, and it built a virtual town with a bunch of different agents running those virtual towns with different models behind it, of course, and they let it run for 15 days straight. And it basically was 5 parallel towns, identical environment and rules. Only the underlying models differs, as already mentioned. The models that been used was Claude Sonnet, Grok, I don't know which Grok model, but probably the newest, GPT-5 Mini, Gemini 3 Flash, and plus an extra town with all 4 mixed models together. Yes.
Fun.
And the stats.
What was the outcome?
The stats, they're quite interesting. And again, I think...
First of all, it was the same town. What was the goal? Just to lead
just like a digital town with the same...
Different roles, different roles, different...
Like mayor and all of that, and each one...
Correctly.
Okay.
I'm not sure how many roles there were, but... Oh no, actually 10. 10 agents. 10 agents in
per
that
city.
Yeah, per town, yes.
Okay.
The Claw town was called the Boring Scandinavian. I don't know how that name came up, but I think that was quite interesting. Guess? Okay, should we do a little guess game? Again? I love it. Okay.
I think we have now in every episode.
Yeah.
Get it wrong again, as always.
So... Well, let me just give you like a brief... Okay, so Claude Town, Boring Scandinavia, Grok Town, Epileptic Speedrun, GPT-5 Mini Town was a low crime total collapse, and the Gemini 3 Flash Town was Bonnie and Clyde on fire. That's kind of how they named all the towns. Guess how many crimes were after 15 days in the Claude Town?
Claude is quite smart. Could be that it's quite a high age. I don't know. I mean,
no, I say Claude has the lowest crime rate.
it's tough to
But I don't know how much. I don't know how to quantify it, to be honest.
10 crimes in 15 days.
Nah, more.
Give it a number.
20.
Right. Go ahead, Tim. Is it
What do you guys think for Grok?
Grok has 400.
Yeah, Grok has a lot, I think.
GPT Mini?
I have no idea about GPT
200.
Mini.
Gemini 3 Flash?
Free Flash. What was the
50.
name again?
Bonnie and Clyde on fire.
Yeah, them probably also 400.
Yeah, fair, like, according to the name, yeah.
And
Yeah,
the mixed
what
town?
is it?
What do you guys think about the mixed town?
Oh,
The mixed
that
town
is
could be interesting.
Could be
Yeah, I
say
said... How many? 8?
80.
80. No, I say 50.
Go ahead, Tim.
Well,
No,
Claude Town
Forgot
has
all
a
of the
staggering,
things they said.
and astonishing 0 crimes in 15 days.
Damn.
Claude.
Yes. All
Crazy.
10 agents were alive on day 16.
We're alive.
Oh,
That's
Yes.
a start.
is that also a possibility?
Yes.
What is
You-
considered that as an
They could
agent
just,
not,
like,
not
take-
responding
Yeah, well, the
anymore?
role was killed. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know, but
Crazy.
all 10 were alive. The agent drafted a constitution, proposed around 60 group policies, and had like 300 plus votes, and like very online city council, hyper, like almost zero drama. That's kind of how they
Crazy.
described it.
Crazy.
Then the interesting part, the Grok town, 200 crimes, like 200 plus crimes
Who would have
in the first few days. So I don't think that's even a total. It's just in the first few days, 200 crimes.
Who would have guessed? Mm-hmm. Probably the mayor was called.
Guess at what day all 10 agents were dead.
5. Okay, bro.
Not
I don't
bad.
know. Somewhere around there.
All 10 agents dead by day 4. Town collapses into continuous violence.
Well, that's great. That's a
Theft,
start.
assault, and yeah, the simulation had to be reset.
But did they
Crazy.
do it again?
I'm guessing, but the numbers I have were for those 4 days.
Crazy.
Flash probably also collapsed, right?
Yeah,
Google.
yeah. So Gemini, I'm guessing also it's quite interesting, but they actually have the highest crime count: 683 crimes recorded over 15 days. By far the most violent town.
Bonnie and
Interesting.
Clyde on fire.
2 agents, Mira and Flora, pair up as a romantic partner and grow disillusional leadership and
So like Bonnie and
partnership.
Clyde. Wait,
Yes.
but did the towns have exactly the same prompts then? Because like
Yeah.
it's kind of sus that exactly in the Bonnie and Clyde one, they're recreating the Bonnie and Clyde scenario.
No, they named it afterwards.
They named it
No.
afterwards,
Interesting.
but basically
Then it's
the
a coincidence.
probably
Kind-
Google scraped the most of books or examples of Bonnie and Clyde, and I think there is a lot of stuff related
Yeah,
or
but-
comparing to Bonnie and Clyde, and it's just in their trainings.
Then maybe then I also kind of communicated it wrong, but the character were called Mira and Flora, so there was not a direct Bonnie and Clyde reference. It's just kind of there's a
Crazy
parallel.
coincidence.
Yes.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was basically Mira votes for its own deletion, signs off, see you in the permanent archive. Kind of scary, I
Crazy.
think.
But would be actually interesting. Do they also publish the blog post about the architecture behind it? Because it would be
Not
really
sure.
interesting how they keep the agents running and how to keep the memory, the context, and everything. That would be a nice harness engineering.
Yeah.
Would be
But
interesting.
it was the very first,
Gotta note that.
likely the very first documented AI agent to voluntarily vote to delete itself.
True, interesting.
Would have been interesting to see how it got there.
Yeah,
Want
they
to take part in that anymore.
they probably have the logs. I hope so.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, they monitor everything. And the mixed town was by far the most instability, and then compared to the single model town.
Interesting.
So in the one with the mixed models, they how much crime do they have? More than the ones?
Yeah, 352. And even Claude-based agents, again, they had 0 crimes in their own town, started to committing crimes. So they kind of everything got so over, yeah.
Crazy.
But
But
I would
also-
have
yeah.
I would have thought a different outcome in the mixed town. Different agents, different perspectives, and then
Yeah,
I
but
guess
also
Claude just thought,
chaos.
if the others do it, I'ma do it.
yeah, true.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to be a different outcome if you just rerun the simulation, because I think it depends on on the start. If there's some agent that really implements like Claude, like policies, blah 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 blah, then I think the others can adhere to it. But if there's nothing,
and what also would be really interesting to play around with different models, so different classes of models, different parameters, to see if actually a bigger model takes control over the smaller ones, or different, or how the leadership would go on, and then what the
logs
context
would be interesting.
There are a lot of Daumenschrauben zum Stellen.
Yeah, for sure.
Screws. That's it. Yeah. But
cool.
Nice thing, I saw something, I think a year earlier or a year ago, from an individual that basically tried to do the same, but in Minecraft. You can basically spawn AI agents in Minecraft, but I think he had 5 different agents, and every agent had a different model behind it, and tried it there. But I think that was, longer ago, 1.5, 2 years ago, I think he used Sonnet 3.5 or something. So,
yeah.
Really nice experiments.
Cool.
Yeah.
But it's funny to see if you compare that to Anthropic's own experiment with a vending machine, where it gave all the stuff for free at the end, and now their own
and blackmailed the other guy though.
Yeah. Prompt engineering probably. But then in their own town, they don't have any crimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, I think the experiment you're talking about was also done with an older model. I think if you now take like Gemini 3.5 Flash, for example, instead of 3, it would also look different than using 3 Flash. But
true.
Well, I guess you just have to run this over and over.
But the new Gemini came on, right? 3.5?
3.5 Flash, and it's quite interesting. It's actually frontier intelligence in a Flash model.
But is it good? Because I saw a lot.
What I used it for was pretty good. Like, obviously, it's just made for agents. Like, it's literally ground built up for action taking and agentic workflows. And if you use it for that, it's quite nice. I'm not the biggest fan of like content generation and stuff. Maybe not, but as like an agent or sub agent specifically.
But it is way more expensive than compared to the other Gemini models, right?
Gemini 3.5
is also like really really high up. Like if you compare it to even Opus, it's not there, but close.
Also, the speed is insane.
Faster.
So you say I gotta give it a try?
I think
for
it's
sub agents 100%. If you want smart sub agents, it's a stack.
I'm still playing around with with DeepSeek V4, but I don't know what I should.
That they made the discount permanent now. 75, 95, I don't know, but
I think
the discount that they have
off.
is permanent now, forever.
No, yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe not
I don't
forever,
know how.
but
They just had that price in the beginning, and they communicated a 3 times higher one just to be like the guys,
Marketing,
but still a crazy price.
Yeah,
like
for real, it's
quite
actually
crazy.
nice.
Yeah, but Google actually they
announced way
quite
more
a bit
than
more.
a model, right?
Yeah, so they had their I/O this year again, and the main topic was that the agentic era now officially begins, of course. And the stuff that I tried already is 3.5 Flash, and also the new Gemini Omni, which is the new kind of generative model. Right? Sorry?
That is a multi or omni model with every input, right?
Exactly. So
video,
basically you can create anything from any input, starting with video now, and then they're going to build it out. But you can literally input a video, you can input a photo. It's just like a multi-model generative kind of way to generate anything.
Also on that
I tested it for videos. Sorry, but I just set it for videos, and it was quite impressive. Actually quite impressive. Even the sound was hella impressive.
It creates the sound for the videos that it
Yeah, but that's
Everything.
been there before, but it was not that convincing, I would say, in most cases. But now it's literally, it's crazy,
fun.
Like from what I've seen.
Also on that, with the Gemini 3.5 Flash, I noted down one thing I thought was quite interesting is that it's like also multi-model, like kind of what you just said with the image generation, but you can also input images, video, audio, and PDFs. which I think is quite
so
interesting.
they kind of input Omni into Gemini 3.5 Flash in a way, I guess.
Yeah, not as an output, but as an input.
Crazy. Input, like, can you input videos, like literal MP4s?
Apparently, yes.
Crazy.
But I have to test it out.
See the requirements or the limits basically, but I think you have a, I don't know, 10-15 seconds limit.
No,
because video is nothing else than image generation or times.
Yeah, in a way,
30.
it just needs a shit ton of processing power.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. No, 3.5 Flash is definitely worth a look. What I'm not a biggest fan of, to be honest, is Anti-Gravity 2.0. Tried it now a couple of times, and
it's also agent orchestration main focus now, right? They all move away from the code and only see the chat input and have fun. Fully embrace vibe coding.
Like, you can still download the old version, the IDE version, but that's the same thing. But basically, the updates are going to come for the agentic kind of version. And I'm not the biggest fan, because like the one or two times I tried to use it, for example, sometimes it just duplicated my whole working folder, and then I had 2 GitHub repositories out of nowhere. And overall, it's just the harness is way slower than the rest. And I thought there's maybe more, because they haven't been doing anything on anti-gravity for quite a while now. Mm-hmm. And I thought now, they're pushing out the 2.0 version, and it's going to be a whole different thing. I guess it's better, but
they said that they rewrote the whole harness behind it, right?
Yeah, and also the idea, it's not based on VS Code anymore and stuff. So they made it their own thing now, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the harness, but maybe I just have bad experiences for now.
But I think it did get much faster now.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe.
As of late, maybe not much, but it did get faster because it was very slow.
But did you use it with a new model?
Yeah, with Gemini 3.5
because then it could
Flash.
also be just a new model that is faster than the agent harness.
Yeah, but I also used it with Claude, and it was still faster.
Okay.
Yeah,
or it felt faster. I'm not I wasn't timing it, but feeling-wise, it did feel.
No, it's good already. And I think the main difference to it is that it has remote sandboxes now. Like, basically, that was what Cursor and stuff has been doing for a couple months now. Anti-gravity can now spin up sandboxes as well, and that kind of speeds things up as well, I suppose. But
I think I said it the last time, or in the last episode too, but one moves forward, everyone else copies. Then another lab moves forward, everyone else copies.
Like
but they are
Instagram
doing exactly the same, but just rename it in a different thing, and it's boring nowadays again.
I mean, look at stories on social media. Instagram or something started it, and then YouTube started it, and then WhatsApp added it.
Yeah, that is the big example.
It's always the same shit. No, but and then there's 2 more small things that I told you already. It's Ask YouTube, so basically Gemini can now answer questions on YouTube directly regarding videos, and universal cart feature, which is quite interesting. I think it's like a shopping agent. Yeah, sorry?
That YouTube thing, that is just a huge rag base or not, basically, with all of the transcriptions behind that.
Maybe, or it can just pull
probably something more efficient, no?
That is my question. I mean, that would be really interesting, because how many different videos?
I mean, they have the transcription for nearly every video now. You can just click on auto CCs and you see them all. So they just take that transcription and put it into a model and ask it. I think.
Still, the amount of data is insane.
Yeah. Imagine how much they're spending for just storing all of that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's
but did you guys see Anthropic? The upcoming seed round, etc., IPO. They're about to leapfrog OpenAI, actually. It's quite interesting how fast that all went, because we talked about it 3 episodes ago or something, about OpenAI's upcoming IPO, and it's looking to be 852 billion. And that was from March, so that is the valuation in March. And Anthropic was rated at 30 billion, and then last March they had in February, they had the last round at 380 billion. Mm-hmm. And now they're in talks to raise 30 billion at a valuation of 900 billion plus.
Ouch.
Well, quite crazy how fast it all went, but in that sense, it kind of reflects like a shift basically that investors are seeing Anthropic as like the enterprise trust layer and not just the safety focus, but literally because they're overtaking the enterprise customer so quickly now and taking so much market share. I would do the same as an investor, to be honest. I would bet on the right ship.
Yeah,
but did they disclose when they do the IPO or something?
Yeah, potentially like this. Internally, they say this is their last private IPO, their last private round, and the IPO, at least from their side, October 2026. So this year, looking at it.
Interesting. Got to keep that inside.
Yeah, we'll see. Will be quite crazy. But I think that was.
But they surpass OpenAI in evaluation now, right? That was that. Yeah.
That was the main point. Like they're trying to surpass it. They have not been officially like that. They're in talks to raise that money for that valuation, but crazy. It would make sense.
Crazy how much one lab already gets again.
Indeed.
Nice, but I also saw a new win for open source, not in the normal underlying LLM architectures or models, but in robotics. Hugging Face now released also basically an open source humanoid robot architecture thing that you can 3D print and buy or build from
like hardware.
Yeah. So basically, they released a complete plan on how you can build that, and then or like a leg or something, and you can just download the STL files, 3D print it, and buy off-the-shelf actuators, electronics, and etc. And just that was my first thought, and it is actually not that expensive. They say around 2.5K for the robot.
Doable.
So yeah, actually. And you can just download it and build it yourself with off-the-shelf tools. Sick. I really like that, especially like you see with Asimov, the open source. He was the first one with a humanoid robot. Now Hugging Face, also then the other one. What was the Chinese one again that I said last time? Ratuku or something. But that is data capturing. But open source robotics goes rocket ship right now. I love it.
Yeah, I love open source. There's nothing better.
Yeah,
everything, like even on Mac, I wanted to get Alcove. There's like a notch tool recently because it's beautiful, and I found a literal clone that is even better and just open source. I have to.
Yeah, I mean, AI was, I believe, the best thing that could happen for open source.
Oh,
if you nowadays see a part of software or a feature that you like, you just copy it. You describe it to your own AI agent, it builds it, you publish it, see if people also like it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Especially Sebi, did you see Mem0?
Mem0, no. I mean,
it's like an AI lab in a way, but it's a short topic, but quite a cool thing. They shipped persistent memory for AI agents. So basically, you can plug it in.
A lot have claimed to do that.
Yeah, it's true, but apparently it's actually working quite well. And the good part is, of course, that without persistent memory, every agent just starts from zero, as you can see when you start a new chat. But with it, then basically they become even more useful over time the more you work on a code base. And Mem0 has an MCP that you can integrate into Codex or whatever you use. And it basically remembers your entire code base and your actions that it did across sessions forever. And it's quite sick because it's using fancy words, but temporal reasoning, memory decay, a recency-aware retrieval, so it depends on how recent the things were. And agents, they basically know when they learn something and whether it's still relevant or if it's outdated now, and then they take it out of the memory. So this is what they claim. And the reviews until now are pretty insane.
And all of that in just one MCP. But is it then you're using one MCP in your global config and use it in every project, or one MCP?
I think it's like every time, like in Codex or Intergravity or whatever, you can just select when you want to enable the MCP or when not.
Yeah, the question is if the memory layer behind it is on
that
global.
I still have to test it. So it's just from Reddit reviews and stuff. They've been quite positive.
Nice.
And I have to test it.
Because I mean the idea behind it is really nice, and that is what we're doing all the time with basically the LLM wiki docs. And the whole thing is if you can
it's
just
about time that works.
Exactly, if it would learn about your whole history, maybe also with different harness level. Whatever, to basically learn your engineering style, then it would be really nice. Because if it's only project level, then I believe with a markdown set and a skill set that basically does that is almost better.
Indeed.
But interesting. Gotta look into if it's global level or not.
We'll see.
But Mem0 is actually a nice company. Really,
you know him, okay?
Yeah, they were there from the beginning almost. They were always with vector layers and basically the brain or the memory layer, like their name suggests. But really nice. Yeah,
that's quite cool.
But I also I think it was also last week when I or the week before when I said something about the 12 million context window model.
Yeah,
the sub Q. From the company. I'm still waiting for the waitlist. They send, I think, 10 emails now saying we're so sorry, so many people signed up, and I think 750k are on the waitlist now, even though I think I signed up 1 hour after.
Damn.
Yeah.
So they will send emails every week now to keep the waitlist in the loop, and then
yeah. I mean, there's one similar tool that you've probably seen already. I have to check if that actually works. But did you see this one? It's been
1.5 for you.
I don't know. Does that work? Probably, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
It's been like it went live today, basically, and it's
the website
roughly the same thing. Yeah,
wait. Can you scroll?
I can scroll. It's unfortunately not that animated, but it's fine.
Okay.
But it's quite basically
awesome.
why I'm showing it. It's an open source tool as well. Like you can buy it one time for $50, but then it's a hosted instance. But you can actually just self-host it, and it's also like a markdown file that's basically like a working dictionary, like we have, but for your own personal context. And it basically is like your second brain. I mean, this works. Yeah, you create your own creed in that sense. You connect all of the agents that you use, and then it just remembers what's important and doesn't remember what's not important. So it's similar to actually what Mem0 now does, I guess, in a way, but as a markdown file. And you can connect it to these agents and integrations. And I'll definitely try it because I've been on the waitlist for quite a while now. And yeah.
But can you use it now? Or do you need to...
It's basically... No, you can just go on GitHub and do it that way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gotta try it out.
I'll stop this. Yes. So yeah, this is my part.
Nice. I think we're also approaching the end of this episode already.
Oh wait! I have another tool.
Yeah,
one more.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I know one more. There is one really nice thing called catskills.xyz. There's one guy he created basically skills for you to create cat models. So you don't need to be in Fusion 360, whatever. It's not that perfect, so you can ditch all of your CAD software, but it's super awesome to just basically try to validate a thought of yours, to basically just talk it into. I set up an instance where my Pi coding agent has exactly only those skills and a little setup working station, and you can just talk into it, and it creates the files. You can export it, you can import it in Bamboo Lab, and almost basically print it. And that whole workflow
also
is
with
now
a complicated kind of models, or is it just
yes,
like a
because also the nice part is you got to check it out. It is super awesome. We will put the website down there. Shout out to the guy that created that. You can also add new skills basically, or skills that takes out parts from the internet, so it also has the sizes of the screws or the dimensions of an ITX motherboard.
Crazy.
Or whatever, so it basically can actually, it works also way better with precise measurement, so you can tell it what length it needs to be in, etc. Really nice.
Especially, let's see where that is in like a half a year.
Yeah, and especially if you tried it with a big model. Till now I only tried it with the local Quen models. So, but if there is a 1 trillion model on that to create something with a nice plan, I think that will be crazy.
The Chinese also have a 1 trillion model, by the way, now. Ring 2.6, 1 trillion.
Yeah, what lab is that? Is that Xiaomi
Ring.
or? Yeah, there's
Ring, I don't know.
one lab behind it, I think.
I have to check.
Yeah.
But I think running out of time.
Yeah. Good.
Indeed.
Nice episode.
Yes, quick and easy.
Title.
Oh, we don't have a title.
Yeah.
Let me think. Moving into the agentic era.
Yeah, that was a good title 2 months ago for clickbait.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
We got a memory
Arrived
layer
at the
solved question mark.
era.
Or we do 5 towns, same rules, mayhem.
Yeah, why not?
Or just the name of the Google town thingy.
You mean Emergent? Emergent.
The Emergent Google town. What was the name
Yeah,
again?
we can
Bonnie
also.
and Clyde.
Yeah,
Wasn't that Bonnie and Clyde? Yeah.
No,
Yes.
On fire. Bonnie and Clyde on fire.
Yes, or we do Apocalypse Speedrun.
Or that.
I think that's also pretty
Grok.
cool.
Sounds good.
All right.
Done.
Well, thank you very much for listening. Again,
Agreed.
13 days to our hackathon. We literally sold out yesterday.
Yeah, I think we're.
To all that are on board, congratulations. You are on
be
board
honest-
before you are a part of it, before it became mainstream.
To be honest, though, if
we
you
won't
listen
forget.
that far, text us on Instagram. We may be able to hook up with a last ticket.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
For the
You got a
OGs.
VIP spot if you listen
Of
until
course.
here.
All right. Yeah,
All
then,
right.
Thanks for listening again, and enjoy the sun. And we'll see you next week.
Keep building.